Okay, the top three most important traits for a midfielder in football. The first trait that I feel is the most important in football as a midfielder is aerobic endurance. The reason I've chosen aerobic endurance as the most important trait is because you have to last throughout a 90-minute football match without fatiguing or losing aerobic fitness. As a midfielder, and as I played as a midfielder for about over 10 years, I feel that you probably do the most running about on the pitch out of your team, because you'll be back and forth up the line chasing the ball, the play that the opposition have going on and your team play. And without this level of aerobic fitness, then you'll put your team at a disadvantage because they'll have to work twice as hard to make a breakthrough. Whereas if you have a good level of aerobic fitness, you can make runs throughout the game, creating opportunities for your team, and possibly getting through on goal from a break that you've made about 80 minutes through the game, which could be a crucial moment for your team. Also, if you don't have aerobic endurance, it puts your team in a vulnerable place because it makes it easy for the opposition to make a break for it. If they're able to beat you along out in the wing or in the centre of the field, then they've got a really good chance to put a ball across in goal or even have a shot from out wide, which could obviously lead to them scoring and going on to win the game. So I feel that aerobic endurance has to be the most important trait due to the fact that football is a 90-minute sport and you have to maintain a high level of aerobic endurance throughout the entire game. The second most important trait that I feel as a midfielder for football is tactical awareness. The reason I say this is because you have to be able to read the play of the opposition so that you can apply pressure and hopefully stop them from getting through onto goal and scoring, because if you allow this to happen, they've obviously got a good chance at getting a goal and therefore going on to win the game, or at least closing up the gap between the two scores. So tactical awareness is also useful for your own team when they're making a break. If you can read the play of your teammates, for instance, if they wanted to put a through ball to you up the line, you can make a break for it as they play the ball. And if you read this better than their defence, you can get through on goal just one-on-one with the keeper and therefore stand a good chance at scoring. And you can also do the same for your teammates. If you can read what they have in mind and what their tactical gameplay is, you can put the ball through to them and give them a good chance at scoring. Without tactical awareness, you're making it a lot harder for your team to create opportunities and to apply pressure on your opposition's gameplay. The third most important trait that I feel for football is commitment, and this is commitment in every area of the sport, including training, where you have to show up during the week to maintain your level of fitness and to work on your skill and set pieces and gameplay, and to build a foundation with your team, or to maintain that foundation, that team spirit that you need throughout a game to go on to create chances. You also need to be committed to the games. You have to show up on time with everything that you need on you, including shin pads, football boots, and anything else that you might need to have with you. You have to be committed to putting in 100% in the game. You have to be committed to the tackles that you make during the game. If you go in for a half-hearted tackle, the chances are you're not going to win the ball, and if you do win the ball, you might end up giving away a free kick or a penalty, which could lead to the opposition having an advantage over your team and putting you in a vulnerable position. This could then go on to them possibly scoring a goal and even going on to win the game. So I feel that commitment in that area is important, and commitment to your teammates as well. Um, you have to give them the opportunity to prove themselves and to go on to do to provide good gameplay for your team. So you have to commit to your team as well as yourself in terms of fitness, showing up for training, and you have to be committed to going to games. You can't just say, oh, the football game is 30 miles away and you'd rather be at the pub. You have to be committed to playing your sport, and you have to give it 100% throughout the game.